Hello and welcome to Echoes from the Quiet Corner. I am Shreya and today we begin with yet another story, not a modern one, but one so ancient that it carries the scent of palm leaf manuscripts and fireside storytelling. It is from the Panchatantra, a collection of Indian fables over 2000 years old. But like all great stories, it doesn't age. It evolves and it echoes. My story is about the lion that sprang to life. There were four Brahmin friends, learned men, gifted scholars. Three of them had mastered science, magic, and the secret of reviving the dead. The fourth, though less educated, was wise in the ways of the world. In other words, I would say he had common sense. On a journey through the forest, they came upon the bones of a lion. The first scholar assembled the skeleton. The second rebuilt the flesh. The third prepared the final enchantment to bring the lion back to life. The fourth, the one with common sense, or the wisest, stopped in his tracks. Wait, he pleaded. It is a lion. If you bring it back to life, it might even kill us. The others scoffed. We are learned scholars, and this is science. Don't try to teach us what we should be doing. And so they breathed life into the beast. It rose, it roared, and killed all three of them, all except the fourth, who had climbed a tree. He watched as knowledge, untempered by wisdom, claimed its creators. So why am I telling the story right now? Fast forward to now, we are building lions of a different kind. Algorithmic, synthetic, intelligent. AI is the marvel of our age. Machines that translate, diagnose, create. Systems that mimic thought, anticipate behavior, and learn without pause. Brilliant minds are reviving the digital bonds of cognition. Large language models, self-learning agents, predictive engines. But in our excitement and ambition, we must pause. Are we the scholars, three of them in the story, or the wise friend, or the one with the common sense who ended up climbing the tree? The three scholars in the story represent more than intellect. They symbolize a kind of unexamined progress. Today, some of the most advanced AI systems are trained with massive data but little ethical constraint. We have seen facial recognition tools misidentify marginalized communities, predictive policing that deepens systemic bias, and even generative models that produce misinformation faster than fact checkers could even blink. These are not mere glitches, they are features born of a system that prioritizes capability over consequence. And like the lion, these systems don't roar with malice. They act on design. It's we who forgot to ask, what happens after we bring them to life? The fourth friend in the story was not the loudest, was not the most decorated, was not even the most educated, but he sees farther. In today's world, he lives in the voice of ethicists, governance researchers, policymakers, and cautious builders. He whispers in AI safety debates, policy papers, and those difficult conversations at the crossroads of technology and responsibility. Wisdom is not the enemy of progress. It is its compass. And that's something I want all of you to keep in mind. To pause is not to halt. To reflect is not to regress. To govern is not to fear. We need more of these fourth friend, not just watching from the tree, but helping build the ladder. In the story, climbing the tree is not cowardice. It is perspective. And in our age, the tree could be red teaming large language models before deployment, building regulatory frameworks, for example, like the EU AI Act, advancing alignment research before artificial general intelligence arrives, international cooperation that binds humanity together before technology splits us apart. Because the question isn't whether the lion will wake, it is whether we have built the right fences and trained the keepers. What makes the story timeless is not its characters. It is its echo. It teaches us that knowledge is inert until used, that brilliance without foresight is like fire in dry grass, and that sometimes survival is not about speed or strength, it's about stillness, foresight, the quiet courage to say, not yet, not like this. Rudyard Kipling once said, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs, you will be a man, my son. And Isaac Asimov warned, the saddest aspect of life right now is that science gathers knowledge faster than society gathers wisdom. We are at such a moment, I would say. We have the bonds, we have the spell, we are reviving lions by the hour. I'm not saying that we should not revive lions, but what I'm saying is that we should also have the tree. We should be able to climb it together, not to escape, but to see clearly. So I would encourage all of you to, try to be the fourth friend. Thank you for listening. You've been listening to Echoes from the Quiet Corner. Stay still, stay wise, stay soft, and stay listening. Bye.